Right then, this is The Dead Marshes, the 5th quest in the Shadows of Mirkwood cycle. I didn't even check what the difficulty on this one necessarily was. That's how blindingly confident we are. So we've got the West Road Traveller, very helpful in this with the escape attempts. Ancient Matham, Gandalf, Ancient Matham, Snowborn Scout, and the Steward of Gondor. Methinks I will keep this. Right then, let's take a look at the quest. So, The Dead Marshes. Stage 1A, Into the Marshes. You have followed Gollum's trail for days, and are now closing in fast pursuit. In a last-ditch attempt to escape you, the creature has fled to the Dead Marshes. Search the encounter deck for Gollum and add it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck and reveal one card per player from the encounter deck and add it to the staging area. And then the other side is just a bucket of flavour text. I won't submit you to my Gollum impression, but it's 12th progress. Let's take a look at I was going to say the G-Man, but that's Gandalf. Let's take a look at Gollum. He's unique. There's the Marshes card, Gollum, keyword, shocking. If Gollum ever has 8 or more resource tokens on him, shuffle him back into the encounter deck. Forced at the end of the quest phase, the party must make an escape test, dealing 1 card per player from the encounter deck. If this test is failed, place 2 resource tokens on Gollum. An escape test then, I reveal 1 card from the deck, and if it has an escape text on it, I compare it to the willpower of all the characters that I've sent on the escape temp. If my willpower exceeds the escape number, then it's fine. If it's equal to or less, then we put 2 resources on him, and if I fail 4 of them, basically, then he'll get shuffled into the deck. I haven't sleeved the card to try and make it easier to find, but if he does get shuffled in, I'll have to sleeve him up. So hopefully my arrogant lack of sleeving won't stand against me. And 1 card from the deck. Despair. When revealed, remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest card. Well, Despair's never been a real problem for the quest text. It's always been the shadow text that's horrible with Despair. But that's a card out of the way, I suppose. So then, first turn, starting threat, 29. First turn, resource to everyone. And a card. Northern Tracker. How appropriate when we're tracking someone through the Dead Marshes. Right, well, first of all, of course, Steward of Gondor. On Aragorn. It almost feels like a waste to play the Rohan Scout when there isn't a location to put it on, but I really need the meat, and with 3 Ancient Mathams and a Northern Tracker, I'm sure we'll be fine for locations. So spend the 1, Northern Tracker comes out. Okie dokie. So questing, we'll send Theodred, Eowyn, and Aragorn, who'll take and Theodred will give his resource to Eowyn, and Aragorn will spend his resource to Ready. Right. Reveal a card. At the end of the quest, that's right. So, questing, the East Bite, sorry. When faced with the option to travel here, we must travel there. Only 1 threat, 6 progress required. So we've got 6, 7 here, minus 1 for the East Bite is 6 progress into the Marshes. So before the travel phase, we have to do an escape attempt. Well, I'll send Aragorn on the escape attempt. Escape 1. Woohoo! Dodge that one. The Heart of the Marshes. This is what would have been added. Well, the Heart of the Marshes is the active location. All cards dealt from the encounter deck have guessed 1. Ooh, wow, that would be nasty. And it's 3 threat. So I'm glad that's gone. Aragorn's exhausted. We have to travel to the East Bite. And then refresh. Thread up by 1. Round marker up to round 2. I'm not going to forget Steward of Gondor this time. 3 resources for Aragorn. And a card from the deck. Steward of Gondor. Well, I wonder what that will be being used for. Right. So, we'll go with an Ancient Matham on the East Bite. You know what? We'll actually go with 2 Ancient Mathams on the East Bite rather than the West Road Traveller, because I might want to do the location switch thing possibly, and I would like this massive influx of cards right away. So, not going to spend the leadership resources because there's not much to spend them on. So Theodred, Eowyn, Aragorn. Theodred gives his resource to Eowyn. Aragorn spends one of his to Ready. And it's Eastern Crows, Surge. The Heart of the Marshes, which we just saw. So that's 4 here. That's basically Eowyn. That's 3 progress. Done. Do I spend Steward of Gondor now? No, let's hold on to it. So that's a mere 3 progress onto the East Bite. And that damn Heart of the Marshes is going to stay there. How irritating. Right. Now, there's going to be an escape attempt. Do I bother to send Aragorn? Or do I have Aragorn kill those Eastern Crows? Eastern Crows, sorry. It's only going to be 2 resources on Gollum, and I think we're going to be better to fail it now. Yeah, not going to send anyone on the escape attempt, so this is definitely failed. The Lightings of the Dead. Well, it was escape 5, so I'm blinking glad I didn't send Aragorn. Each player, if it had been revealed normally, each player must make an escape test, dealing 2 cards from the encounter deck for each test. Each player that fails this test places 1 resource on Gollum and raises his threat by 1. Ooh, nasty. So that's 2 resources on Gollum as he scampers away. The Easterling Crows come in, attacking the Snowborn Scout. Oh, come on, Snowborn Scout, survive! Yes! Goodness. Impassable Bog, 112. When revealed, place 1 resource token on Gollum for each location in the staging area. Ooh, gosh, horrible. So the Snowborn Scouts actually survive an attack. Aragorn kills the Eastern Crows. And then that gets shuffled in. Oh gosh, there's some absolutely horrible locations in this quest. Who knew that the Dead Marshes would have so many horrible things in them? Can't wait for those Ancient Mathams to pop. That is going to be a glorious smattering of 6 cards. I can hope that that will lead to a Celebrian Stone would be the ideal thing to. Although, actually no, Unexpected Courage would be insane. Then Eowyn would be able to quest and do the escape attempt, and that would shut down all but those massive 5 escape card, that massive 5 escape treachery card that we've seen. Right then. Okay, so everyone readies. Snowborn Scout surviving an attack. That's a feat in itself. Turn 3. Resource to Theodred, resource to Eowyn, and 3 resources for Aragorn. Draw a card. It's a Dunedain Watcher. So yeah, given that I'm about to gain 6 cards, I'm actually not going to... nuts. If I play the West Road Traveller, that's going to put the Heart of the Marshes swap, which obviously is good for the threat, but it's terrible for getting those Ancient Mathams. But I think I can get them another time. Right. West Road Traveller. She's too good for the progress. So she swaps the Heart of the Marshes with the East Bite. She doesn't care about Mathams at all. And let's get the Dunedain Watcher out there. If I had her last turn, I wouldn't have had to leave Aragorn at home. I wouldn't have had to not take an escape attempt with Aragorn. Right then. Gosh, we're all very far forward because we're all just so used to questing, aren't we? Right, so questing Theodred, Eowyn, and Aragorn. Theodred gives his resource to Eowyn, and the West Road Traveller's going as well. Right then, 1 card. Oh dear, it's treachery. Never good. Through the Mist has the escape text. When revealed, the first player makes an escape test counting attack instead of willpower, dealing 2 cards from the encounter deck. If this test is failed, place 1 resource token on Gollum and raise each player's threat by 1. Right. Okay then. So we're going to send the Dunedain Watcher and Aragorn on this escape attempt. And all the escape cards have +1 because of the Heart of the Marshes. Oh, hang on. And then we've got to do an escape attempt anyway. I'll send both of them. Ha! Another one of those. And the giant marsh worm, which is 3 attack. Whew. Oh, it's escape 2. So escape 3. Oh, rubbish. We're looking at the escape, aren't we? Not the... No, so that's 5, 6, 7. So we've failed with only 4. So that's a resource on Gollum and threat up by 1. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not sad to see the giant marshworms go. Right. However, with only 1 threat there, from a threat point of view, that's Theodred. So Gravy is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that finishes the Dead Marshes with 4 and then bleeds 4 over. Which puts that up on to 10. So we only need 2 more. However, we must travel to the East Bight. Escape attempt. Oh, I tell you, now that is an escape attempt worth failing. Thank goodness gracious. The old troll gone, so we failed an escape attempt. That's 2 resources on Gollum. Now we're going to have to be very, 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 very careful in future escape attempts now. Because we can only afford to fail 2 more. No, 1 more, sorry, and then Gollum will disappear into the deck, and who knows how long it will take to find him if he's in that blinking thing. Right, end of the round, threat up by 1, round marker to 4, everyone ready, gain a card, Lorien Guide, very nice, resource, and 3 resources there. Right. Eowyn's going to hold on to her resources for the Northern Tracker. Don't think it's worth playing Gandalf yet, so we'll just play with what we've got. Right then, questing Theodred, Eowyn, Aragorn. Theodred gives his resource to Eowyn. Aragorn spends 1 to ready. And we'll send the West... Ooh. No, not going to send the West Road Traveller. She's going to go on the escape attempt with Aragorn as well. Oh, more treacheries. Although we have dodged 2 of the enemies through them being escapes. Pursued by Shadow, each player raises his threat by 1 for each character he controls that he's not currently committed to a quest. Oh, West Road Traveller, you should have gone. So raise it by 3 up to 36. But that's no threat in the staging area. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. The East Bight has 3 on it, so 3 more finishes it. And then with 7, that bleeds 4 over into the Marshes, which finishes that. So, first of all, East Bight is gone. 2 Ancient Mathams kick off for Longbeard Orcslayer, Dunedain Watcher, and Hasty Stroke. And then the second one, a Test of Will, fantastic. Dwarven Tomb, that means Test of Will can come back. And the West Road Traveller, all good news. Right, and we finished stage 1. So, 2A, the capture. After a tiring pursuit through the treacherous marshland, you have cornered Gollum and move in for the capture. 3 progress is all that's required. After this stage is defeated, the first player chooses a player. That player must pass an escape attempt, dealing 1 card from the encounter deck for each resource token on Gollum to capture him. If Gollum is not captured at this time, reset the quest deck to 1B. If this final escape test is passed, the players have captured Gollum and won the game. Ah, right. Well, that's going to be 5 cards from the deck. I should have thought ahead with this and not let him through as much. However, if we know it's coming, we'll really, really, really build ourselves up. So that's thread up by 1. 1 card, Dunedain Quest. Pretty handy. Resource, 3 resources. Okay, realistically, it's probably going to end this turn, so I need to see how I can get a maximum of quest. I've got 2 for 1 there, and it's 2 leadership, which is important. I can get 2 for 2 with the West Road Traveller, so that seems like a no-brainer. Even though we were saving for the Northern Tracker, he's not actually that helpful at the moment. So the West Road Traveller for 2. I could spend the remaining 3 to get the Lorien Guide into play, but I want to keep it for Test of Will, because a nasty treachery is one of the only things I could think that would really mess us up here. Right, now Gandalf seems like an obvious play. So Gandalf, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll lower my threat by 5. Back down to 32. Let's chuck Dunedain Quest on Aragorn, because we'll probably get the most out of it that way, because he'll be going twice. And I've got enough through Dunedain Watcher. Let's throw her out as well. Great. Great, great, great. Now, we only need enough quest to get 3 minus whatever comes out the deck. Then we need enough for 5 escape cards. So, right, well, Theodred's going to go on the quest, because that'll activate his ability. Eowyn's going to hold out for the escape. Aragorn's going to go, because it will mean that he can, he can ready himself anyway, so give the resource to Aragorn. Aragorn spends it to ready. The Snowborn Scout is completely useless in this instance. Right. We'll keep Gandalf back to go with Eowyn and Aragorn, so that's going to be 10. Right, then we've got 2 Dunedain Watchers and 2 West Road Travellers. At the moment we've got 3, which is exactly enough to do the capture, but we need to mitigate whatever comes out. I'm going to send the 2 West Road Travellers as well. Okay, so 1 card. Fens and Mires, forced. After the players travel to this location, place 1 resource token on Gollum. Don't think we'll be travelling there. So that's 2. Aragorn is 2. That's 5 progress. Right. So we've defeated this stage. So Gollum makes his escape attempt. We've got Gandalf, Eowyn, Aragorn. Oh no, it's 1 extra actually because of Dunedain Quest. Aragorn, Eowyn, Gandalf, and 2 Dunedain Watchers. So first card, Easterling Crows, no escape. Second card, the Giant Marsh Worm. Oh dear. So that's 2. Through the Mist, so that's 3. Fens and Mires, that's 2. And the Goblin Wolf Rider. Phew. So that's 2 there, which takes care of the Watchers. 3 there, which takes care of Aragorn. And 2 there, which half consumes Gandalf. So we beat it by 6. We beat the quest. And we've caught Gollum. So score, no victory points, no wounds on characters. So it's pure threat. That's 32 threat. So final score, 32. Completed the Dead Marshes. And the next quest is Return to Mirkwood, which is one of the big ones. Not sure how well that's going to go with this deck. Not done it that many times. So, Tea Party, successful again. Though that was really the sort of quest that we were always going to be quite good at. Super. See you for the next one.